So in the morning session, we discussed about the updates, different types of updates. Okay. And we also discussed about the differences between major updates, minor updates, hot fixes. And we also discussed about the patching process like change meeting, cab, okay, change process, everything we discussed. And we also discussed about the, okay, patching precautions, okay, or pre-checklist. We can say patching precautions or pre-checklist of the patching. Okay, these are all the things we have to check before patching. So now we are good to patch the SQL server, guys. Okay, so once everything is ready, what we have to do, for example, now imagine you are patching the SQL server now at this moment at 7:30 you are patching, imagine. So what we have to do before patching, we have to send an email, okay? Before patching, we have to send an email to the business owner, okay? And we have to include DBA team, okay? In that mail, in the CC, we have to include DBA team. Alert monitoring team will be there in the organization. Alert monitoring team, if possible, you can also include Wintel team. Wintel team. Why? Because everyone has to know that you are patching the SQL server. So why if they don't know what will happen? For example, if you are not sending any email to anyone, why? Because sometimes application people also stop some of the jobs before patching. Okay. So if you don't inform, anyhow, I got the downtime approvals, right? Chalo, directly I'll go and I'll patch the SQL server. No, that is not the good way. Okay. Before patching the SQL server, you have to send an email. Okay. So we are starting the patching. So before patching and after patching, the server is going to be rebooted. Okay. So we have already raised a change request for this. So like that, you have to send an email to the business owner. The business owner might be forgot the patching and all. So before patching itself, you have to send an email in case if any checklist is there before patching, if they want to stop any of the jobs, application related jobs and all, they are going to stop it. Okay, so always it's good to stop the, I mean to say, always it's good to send an email before patching. Always it's good to send an email. You have to inform them. You have to inform the Windows team. You have to inform the DBA team. You have to also inform the Harsha, please be muted. Yeah, you have to also inform the DBA team also. Why? Because you are patching the SQL server. Generally, we'll set up alerting system from SQL server side. From SQL server side, we'll set up the alerting system. So if so and so server or services are down, we'll immediately get the alert. For example, you are patching from India or Bangalore city. Okay. So we have DBS, right? We have a team of maybe 5 members, 10 members, or 20 members. So those who are there in the shift, they all will get the alert. So and so server is rebooted. Okay. When you restart the server or when the server is down, DBA team will get the alert. So if they don't know, if your DBA team don't know that you're patching, they will try to troubleshoot the issue. They will try to start the SQL services from their end. So in such scenarios, your instance will be corrupted. Okay. So that's why to avoid the conflict, to avoid the confusion, you have to send an email to the DBA team also. You have to include DBA team also. You have to include alert monitoring team also. So that everyone knows that, okay, Abdul is doing patching. So they will expect this server will be down for the next 1 hour. So if they found any alerts related to that server, they will suppress the alerts. Okay, so it don't create any noise during the whole 1 hour or 2 hours. And how much downtime you have to take, guys? Always take, always, okay, take minimum 3 hours downtime. Always take minimum 3 hours downtime. Patching will be completed, okay, in hardly 30 to 45 minutes, guys. If the server is big, mostly it might take 1 hour, but hardly if everything is good, everything is smooth, hardly 30 to 45 minutes. Sometimes in 10 minutes itself, the patching will be completed. In 5 to 10 minutes itself, the patching will be completed sometimes. Sometimes it will take 30 minutes. Worst case, it will take 1 hour. But why, Shanmukh, we have to take 3 hours downtime? Don't know. If everything is smooth, it will be completed in 30 minutes. But if something goes wrong, if patching is failed, we have to troubleshoot, right? If you take 1 hour downtime, whatever alerts are suppressed for this 1 hour, again, the alerts will be enabled. So after 1 hour, the alerts are started creating noise. So that's why always good to take extra downtime. If you take extra downtime, if you completed within the time, it's good for you, right? Is it clear, guys? 1 minute, just 1 minute. Yeah. Okay, guys, is it clear? So it's always good to take extra downtime. If you take 1 hour downtime or half an hour downtime, and if you are very confident if something goes wrong, they will definitely ask you, hey, you took 1 hour downtime, but it is taking 2, 3 hours. What is the issue? It will create a negative impact on you guys. That's why always take a extra downtime. So if you complete the patching within downtime or 1 hour 30 minutes, it will give you a good impression on you. Right? Is it clear, guys? So now do you understand why we have to take extra downtime and why we have to inform others while patching the SQL server? Is it clear, everyone? So that others don't touch the SQL server or Windows machine until patching process is going to be completed. If you don't send any email to the team, what will happen, guys? What will happen if you don't send any email to the team? Other DBAs from different cities or anyone is doing work from home, he will get the on call. So and so server is down, like that, he will get the on call. So immediately he'll start connecting and he'll start troubleshooting. It might create a problem, guys. That's why always good to send an email. Let them know that you are patching so that they don't touch it. Okay, Abdul is patching from Bangalore. Okay, once this is completed, then in case if any errors are coming after that, then they will troubleshoot. Until again, after patching also again you have to send an email. Hey Mark, patching is successfully completed and so on so server. Please validate and check if any issues are there from the application side. Like that, you have to send an email. Until then, if any alerts came, they don't touch the servers, guys. Why? Because you already informed them that you are patching. So they don't touch the servers. Is it clear, guys, everyone? Is it clear? Guys, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So now this
Yes,
is the
yes.
process, guys. Okay. So now what we can do, let's go to the server. Okay. Now we have already connected to the SQL server, right? So you can see the number 15.0.2000.5. Remember that. Okay. So now let's initiate the patching process, guys. Okay. This is the setup file. So right click, always choose run as administrator. Can we patch multiple instances at a time? Do we need to stop the SQL server while patching the SQL server, guys? Any answer, any idea? You can guess it. You can just guess it. Can we
No,
patch multiple instances at a time?
no,
And can we patch the stopped instance? If the instance is in stopped state, can we patch it?
no, no.
Mhm. Hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yes, no. Yes or
Yes.
no, guys?
yes,
Teshum,
Yes.
Teshum is very confident. Have you patched Teshum at any time?
No, because yesterday he was telling us we have to see the status of the database before we do patching, right?
Hmm. Okay. So we can patch multiple instances at a time. Yes. And we can patch the stopped instance. Yes. Even though the instance is in stopped state, we can still patch it, no issues. And no need to stop the SQL server before patching. Okay, no need to stop the SQL server. We can go ahead and we can patch it. Always best practice. Okay, always reboot the Windows machine before patching. Okay, always reboot the Windows machine, not SQL Server, before and after patching. It's always a good practice, guys. Otherwise, you'll get different issues. Before patching, anyhow, you took the downtime, right? So you can restart the server. That's what I told you, right? We'll never restart the server, but generally in these maintenance tasks, we have already took the downtime approvals. Customers knows that the Windows machine will be restarted multiple times during the patching, not Windows machine, SQL Server. So we already took the downtime approval. So you can restart it any times. For example, if I took the downtime from 7 to 9 o'clock or 7 to 10 o'clock, 3 hours. In this 7 to 10, n number of times you can restart the server. No one will ask you. Production servers. Why? Because your activity, your action is approved. You are allowed to restart the servers during that window. Okay, but after that, once the change window is closed, you are not allowed to restart. If you restart after change window is closed, then the alerts will be triggered. They will get an alert so and so server is restarted after change window. Immediately you have to justify why you restarted the server after change window. You have to justify your action. Okay, guys, so you have to restart before and after patching. So once you open the setup file, you can see the I accept license terms.
Sanmukh, I'm sorry to interrupt, but when I go to restart the window system on VM, there is
Hmm.
multiple options like
Yeah, I'll
unplanned
tell
and
you.
planned.
I'll tell you. So whenever you're restarting a server, always choose maintenance planned. Okay, maintenance. You are doing a maintenance activity, right? So application maintenance planned will be there. See, application maintenance planned. Don't choose any unplanned. Once you choose unplanned and all, again you will get a pop-up. It might alert Windows team. Okay, application maintenance planned you can choose.
Okay, okay, okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah, no problem. Right. Fine. So when you open the setup file, you can see the setup file like this. So I accept the license terms. You have to select, go to next and see here. There are actually two instances. One is 2019 default instance. Another one is 2019 named instance. So you can patch multiple instances at a time. You can patch multiple instances at a time, guys. Okay, you can see here. If you want to patch multiple instances at a time, select all the instances. No, I don't want to patch this named instance. Unselect this. You don't patch it. Only what the selected instances will be patched. Are you getting the point, guys? How to patch multiple instances at a time? But if they are from same version, if they are from same version, if they are not yet patched, then only you can do that. For example, out of these two instances, if this instance is already patched, it will be grayed out. You cannot select or unselect this instance. Why? Because this is not eligible to patch. It's already patched. Are you getting the point, guys? We can patch multiple instances at a time by selecting the instances in the screen, first point. Second point, if it's already patched, it will be grayed out. You cannot select or unselect the instance. Okay. And if it belongs to same version, then only you can patch multiple instances at a time. For example, in this Windows machine, one instance is 2019, another instance is 2022. It will not show in this section. Only as you copied 2019 update, only 2019 related instances it will show here. 2022 it will not show, guys. Okay, clear? These are the eligible instances to patch. As of now, these are the eligible instances to patch. I'm unselecting this one so that I'm just proceeding with the default instance and go to next. It will check any files are in use. Currently, any background files are in use. No matter, even though files are in use, we don't do anything. Okay, we can happily patch it. Why? Because we already took the downtime approvals. So even though some files are running, it will not create any issues for us. So we can go ahead and we can patch it, guys.
Shanmik, why you unchecked that name range?
That wantedly, I don't want to patch. I don't want to patch.
Okay,
That's it. Very simple. There is no logic in that. I don't want to patch. Maybe I'll use it for other purpose.
okay.
Okay. Yeah. So files in use check completed, guys. You can simply skip this check, no issues, but just to show you what will happen. That's it, guys. Now it is preparing a command. Okay, action is equal to patch. Once you click on update, that command will run in the command prompt. Okay, so you can see configuration file path also it will generate. So now you can click on update. Now the SQL server will be patched, guys. Now it will patch. Okay, so now the updates will be applied. So while applying the update, see it will go to stopped state. Now it is currently running, right? You can see the blue play button, sorry, green color play button. So now it will be restarted multiple times automatically. Automatically, the SQL server will be restarted multiple times. That's it. You know, right? Have you seen any big options here like installation? Installation, lot of options we have, lot of components we have, but in the patching, do we have any such options? Next, 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 select the instance you want to patch, next and update. That's it. But if you don't follow the process, it will create lot of problems. You have to understand. As discussed earlier, patching is just 5 minutes work. But you should know how many types of updates are there, what are the updates, what are the different types of updates. So everything you should know. For example, if you are patching SQL up to SQL Server 2016, if you are patching up to SQL Server 2016, you have to patch it twice, guys. Why you have to patch it for twice? Any idea?
The service pack and the
Service pack and
Very good, very good, super,
concerning cumulative
super.
update.
The recent service pack and the recent cumulative update, the latest service pack and the respective latest cumulative update. So once you patch with the service pack, okay, now see server is stopped. Okay, once you patch with the service pack, then you have to apply the latest cumulative update. Okay, so in that scenario, it will take roughly 1.5 hours. It will take to why? Because two updates you are applying, right? So one is your service pack and the second one is your cumulative update. So two times you have to patch it. So up to 2016, you have to patch two times, guys, at a time. So once first you have to patch with service pack. Once the patching is completed with service pack, then you have to verify all the services. Then again you have to immediately you have to patch with the latest cumulative update. Process is same, even though the only the file will be different. Okay, so as it is cumulative update, you can see this cumulative update file. If it is a service pack, you can simply see that service pack file, guys. That's it. Okay, this file is a cumulative update file. So if it is a service pack, the same file will be there. That will be service pack. Right click, run as administrator, next, 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 and patch it. You don't see any extra option. All are updates only. All updates will be applied in the same way. Okay, guys. Questions, doubts?
Shanmukh, what is the most probably error that comes while update that patching?
I'll tell you. Okay, is it clear, guys, till now? Questions, doubts?
Shanmukh, who will provide that patching file? Do we need to download it or other team will provide?
Saida.
I mean in organization, not.
In the organization only.
From shared
Who will,
location.
who will provide, guys?
From
Saida.
shared
Okay,
location.
but yeah. From Windows team, I think, or some other team. They will.
No, man, no, man.
You
Listen the
can
class.
download.
Man. Listen the
Our
class
team
always.
only, no?
Okay. We have to
Users.
download. We have to download. We have to download. We have to download. We have to keep it in the shared location. This point we discussed in the morning multiple times. Okay, we have to download the update and we have to keep it in the shared location. Okay?
Yeah, okay, Shanmukh, yeah.
Yeah. Let it be, guys. In case if you have any questions, you can ask me. So now is it clear how to patch the SQL server? Till now, at least till now, is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
So you can patch right now.
Yes.
I'll give you an assignment. Anyone tried installing SQL server with the command prompt, guys? With the command. I asked you like to try installing SQL server with command, and I also shown you the video where we can get the command also. Anyone tried at least?
I haven't tried it, but I go through with Google. There is some command over there
Oh,
to run on CMD or on with PowerShell.
okay. So have you tried with the command?
But I haven't tried that yet.
Why, sir?
I'll do that. I'll do that. I'll try and I'll
Try,
install.
guys. Very simple,
Yeah,
very
definitely.
easy, very
Yeah,
easy. In
the
5 minutes,
command
you can
was
install
very
SQL
easy.
Server. Just in 5 minutes, you can install SQL Server. In 2 minutes, you can patch the SQL Server. You'll enjoy that. Use the command prompt, okay? Why I'm saying it's not mandatory in the organization. No one will ask you use the command prompt and all, but it will improve your coding skills and all. Like in the future, we have to manage with the PowerShell. So if you're the same commands will you have to run in the PowerShell also. It's not so great, very simple. Whatever options we have selected, everything we have to write it in a command format. That's it. In the when I shown you that command also in the configuration file.ini. Okay, try it. Just try it. You will love it, guys. You will love it. Just try it whenever you have some time. Just try to explore it. Lot of things are there. Okay, right. So it's almost completed, guys. In case if you are patching multiple instances at a time, it will show you 1 by 2. For example, you are patching 2 instances at a time. In the bar, it will show you 1 by 2. Once first instance patching is completed, in the next time it will show you 2 by 2. Last time you see, right, in the previous screen, you see one bar, right, progress bar. So there it will show you 1 by 2, 2 by 2 progress kind of thing. It will show you. Now see here, this is how you have to validate. Make sure all the components are successfully patched. You can see green check here. All the components are successfully patched, especially this database engine. If the database, if all successfully passed and this database engine is failed, your patching will be failed, guys. That is called partially successful. Okay, all the components has to be successfully patched, okay, or all has to be failed. If some of them are patched and some of them are failed, then that is called partially successful. If any patching is partially successful, you have to remove the patch. That's not correct way of patching. You have to remove the patch and you have to reapply the patch. I'll show you how to remove and reapply. Okay, so now you can see again patching also it will generate a summary.txt file. In the interest they will ask you in case of any patching issues where you are going to troubleshoot, how you are going to troubleshoot. The first source is, tell me guys, where you will check the patching related errors. What is your first source? Summary.txt file.
Summary.txt.
The second source is detail.txt file. Very good, Akshita. The third source is event viewer application logs. Super. Okay, event viewer application. These are the three main sources that you have to keep in mind. Okay, any errors, generally installation related errors, patching related errors, uninstallation related errors, remove patching related errors, upgradation related errors will be tracked in all these five corners. Patching, remove patching, installing, uninstalling, upgrading the SQL Server. In these five scenarios, okay, the summary.txt file will be generated. We can check it. So sometimes last I guess on Friday, yesterday, I attended one interview for a student. Okay, so there he asked one thing: how you will get to know if the patching is successful or failed? On what basis you'll get to know if the patching is successful or failed? Where you are going to check it? How, guys? How to check whether patching is successful or failed? Same. Okay,
Log.
make sure all the components are successfully patched in the last screen and make sure the summary.txt file is showing passed. Okay, final result. You can see passed. If it was failed, final result it will show you failed. Failed with errors or completed with errors. Like that it will show you. And you can see if you go down, you can see what and all components you patch. Like that you can see, guys. So you have to tell the same answer. Okay, right? And you have to also validate. Here the build number also will be changed. Now let me close this. So once you close it, the patch file, now you see here it is still showing old one only, right? Just refresh it. Major version, minor version still remains same. I told you, right, third part and fourth part, these are responsible for patching. When you patch it, these two numbers will be changed. See here, I'm refreshing now. See, 4382. Always when you patch it, the number will be increased, guys. The number will be increased. When you pass the SQL server, always the number will be increased. Earlier it was 2000.5 something. Now it is 4382.1. Okay. Now you have to run this also. These are the post patching things, guys. You have to verify. See here, RTM. Earlier you see only RTM. Now you see here RTM hyphen CU27 hyphen GDR, general distribution release, security patch. Clear, guys? How to validate whether patching is successfully completed or not? Is it clear? Okay, now after that again same post check, post patching. You have to check before patching what are the states of the database. After patching also same databases are there. The states of the databases are same, right? Three databases are online, one is offline. Correct, guys? And post pre-patching, like before patching, what and all services are up and running. After patching also the same services are up and running. Right? We can see the same services are up and running. Okay, and you have to validate, okay, whether all the databases are online or not, or before patching what is the database states, the same states are carrying or not. You have to check it, guys. Okay, and you have to check CPU memory utilization, that will be covered later. Okay, so these are the post installation things. And once patching is successfully completed, I just closed that window, right? After that, it's always good to restart the Windows machine. It's always good to restart the Windows machine post patching, guys. Always, it's always very important. It's always important. It's an important task. It's not mandatory, but it's always good to. It's a recommended step. It's always good to restart the whole Windows machine after patching. Also, we have to restart the Windows machine, guys. This is how you have to complete the patching. So in case if patching is failed, where we will check it? Summary.txt file, detail.txt file. These files will be there in the setup bootstrap folder, and event viewer application logs. These are the three main areas that we will troubleshoot patching related errors. What are some common errors that we will get it when you are patching the SQL Server? See, if everything is smooth, generally while patching you don't get the error. But out of 100 servers, maybe 1 2 servers you might get the error. That is called missing MSI and MSP files errors, guys. Missing MSI and MSP files errors. Guys, patch files will be in the extension of .msi and .msp files. Okay, .msi patch files will be in the extension of .msi, .msp files. MSI means Microsoft installer files. Okay, Microsoft installer files. MSP means Microsoft patch files. Okay, so sometimes, not regularly. Again, I'm saying out of 100, you might get this for maybe 1 or 2 servers. If it is an old server, there is a chance that there is a okay higher chance that you might get that missing MSA and MSP files errors. The chances are more to get that missing MSA and MSP files errors, guys. So how to troubleshoot this MSA and MSP files errors? So how the error look like? I'll try to show you. Maybe while removing the patch also we might get that error. I'll try to show you that error. Sometimes we might get it, sometimes we'll not get it. I'll show you how the error will be. Missing MSI and MSP files error in SQL Server. So I'll show you the images. I'll show you how the error will be. Okay. See, this is how the error look like, guys. Okay. See, the cached MSI file. Quickly, I'll tell you. Quickly, I'll tell you. Where is that? Where is that drive? Aj baby, what are you doing? Any box gifts? Yes. Maybe. Emo? I don't know. I don't know. F.
ఫ్రెంచ్ ఫ్రైస్ ఉందండి
ఫ్రెంచ్ ఫ్రైస్ కావాలా నీకు? చూశాను. Okay, so let's try to understand, guys, what will happen. Okay, let's try to understand why we'll get there. Quickly, I'll try to explain. Okay, so imagine this is your Windows machine. Okay, imagine this is your Windows machine. Okay, and this is your SQL server. You installed SQL server in this Windows machine. So when you installed SQL server in this Windows machine, it will, when you install the SQL server, it will copy some files. Okay, it will copy some files. Listen carefully, it will copy some files in the Windows machine, guys. When you are installing SQL server, the files will be copied, right? The supported files will be copied, right? So the files will be copied when you install the SQL server. So what will be the files extension, guys? Very good. What will be the files extension? I'll give you an example file. Okay, SQL underscore SQL core, SQL underscore core, something like engine, like this dot MSA file. Okay. After class. Okay. Right. Imagine this is just one file. Like this, lot of different files will be there, guys. Lot of different files will be there. Something like XYZ. Okay. XYZ.msi. Okay. And file 2.msi, file 3.msi. Like that, different files will be copied, guys, when you install the SQL server. Listen carefully. Very simple. Okay. These files will be copied in the Windows machine, in the Windows folders. That we have binaries folders, right? These files will be copied in the Windows machine. So this is Windows directory, Windows folder, we can say. Okay, Windows folder. Okay, Adko. Right. So now when you are trying to patch the SQL server, okay, what will happen, these .msa files will be patched, whatever setup file you copied. Okay, whatever setup file you copied, now you copied a setup file, right? So what in that setup file also we will have some updates, some files will be there. So this is your patch file. Imagine this is your patch file. So in this also we will have, replaced files. So these files will be backed up in the C drive. I told you right in the morning session, when you are patching the SQL server, some files will be backed up. So if you want to take a backup, you should have enough free space, right? So these files will be backed up and will be stored in the C drive. So if you don't have enough free space, the backup cannot be completed. So the patching will be failed. So when you are patching this SQL server with the latest patch file, these files will be replaced with the .msp files, guys. Okay, these files will be replaced with the .msp files. Very simple. Whatever MSA files are there, these files will be replaced with the .msp. All the files will be replaced with the .msp. Okay, let me change this. .msp and .msp, and here also .msp. So when it can replace, guys, when it can replace, if the file is existed, then only it can replace, right? So sometimes there is a chance that these files can be deleted, maybe while doing Windows maintenance activities or something like that. Now, whatever file is deleted, the patch file will wait for this file to update, but this file is not there in this folder. So what will happen? It cannot update the patch file. So the patching can be failed with missing MSA and MSP files errors. Is it clear, guys, everyone? When we will get missing MSA and MSP files, is it clear? Guys,
Yes.
okay.
Yes,
So
yes,
this
sir.
is how the
Yeah.
missing MSA and MSP files will be found. This is how we will replace the missing MSA and MSP files, guys. Now there are two options to troubleshoot this. Okay, how we will troubleshoot, very simple. Sometimes if we have any other Windows machine with the same configuration, okay, in that machine we will have that particular folders, right? So what we will do, we'll simply copy this file from this folder to this folder. We'll copy it and we'll start patching, guys. We need that file, that's it. In case if I have any Windows machine with SQL Server 2019 installed, I'll go to that folder, I'll simply copy the missing file to the respective folders, and I'll start patching again. It will be successful. But in case sometimes if 10-20 files are deleted, it will be difficult, right? Every time it will be failed with a single error. It will not show you all the missing files at a time. Every time it will fail with a single error. First time if you fix one file, and second time also it will be failed with second file missing error. Third time again we'll fix the second file, again we'll initiate the patching, again it will be failed with a third missing file error. So like that we cannot find all the missing files at a time. So it will be difficult to copy the files sometimes. If one or two files we can easily copy and we can reinitiate the patching. But if multiple files are failed, multiple times it's failed because of multiple missing MSA and MSP files issues, then it will create the problem. So that's why what Microsoft did is, how the error will be, let me show you. Okay, this is how the error will be. The cached MSA file C Windows installer 1090e73.msi is missing. Its original file is SQL Engine Core inst.msi, and it was installed for product for so and so 16 and database engine services from so and so path. You can see it will also tell you what is the original file name, what is the missing file name, from where we can get this file. Everything it will tell you, guys. From there you can bring the file and you can replace the file and the patching will be succeeded. That is one solution. Or if we have multiple files, it will be difficult to troubleshoot one error like this. So what Microsoft did is, Microsoft introduced, okay, for this, to troubleshoot this, Microsoft introduced a file called missing fix missing MSA files, fix missing MSA files, okay, tool. The tool name itself is fix missing MSA files. Okay, so Microsoft introduced this tool. Okay, so you can go and check this one, Google fix missing MSA tool. You can also directly download from GitHub also. Like this it will be, guys. Okay, like this it will be, fix missing MSA tool. So once you download the tool, once you install, very small application, once you install the tool and once you open the tool, you can scan it. You can give the location and you can scan it. It will show you how many files are missing, guys. It will show you how many files are missing. If any, see here, total 146 file, 144 okay, one is missing file, one is mismatched file. So you can see here what and all missing files. See SQL Engine Core inst. I'll try to show you, maybe while removing the patch, sometimes we will get it. I'll try to show you. Okay, so like this, by using the tool, see here, we have an option called fix it option. If you click on the fix it option, once you give the source path, automatically the missing files will be copied and the issue will be fixed, guys. You can see in the fix option, there is a option called fix all. You can see fix all option when you click on the fix tab. So by clicking on fix all option, you can just replace the missing files. This is how we will troubleshoot the missing MSA and MSP files, guys. Okay, so in case if anyone is asking, hey, while patching, did you get any errors? Tell them yes. Why? Because you are claiming that you are having 5 years of experience. In 5 years of experience, you might have experienced this issue. At least once you will experience this issue. Don't tell no, I didn't get any issue. Don't tell like that. They don't believe you. At least one, two issues you will get it. Tell them in the morning we discuss a lot of issues, right? Build number mismatch issue, select at server name mismatch issue, all this, and C drive, there is no free space in the C drive, that's why patching is failed. That also you can tell them. And this also, the common error that we might face is missing MSA and MSP files errors. So how we are going to fix it? Microsoft introduced a fix missing MSA files errors tool. I'll download it from the, okay, I'll download it from the Google, and then I'm going to install it. I'm going to copy it to the destination server. I'll install it. I'll scan all the missing files and I'll use fix it option to fix all the missing files and all by choosing the destination. That's it, guys. This is how you have to explain in case if anyone is asking missing MSA and MSP files errors, guys. Clear? Questions, doubts?
It will automatically scan, like
Yeah,
wherever
yeah,
the
yeah.
path is there.
That's what. See, once you install that, in this find, there is a scan button. If you click on scan button, automatically it will scan all the missing files.
Okay.
Yeah. Questions?
And that MSI files will be like replaced with MSP files. Right?
Yes, yes. MSA files will be replaced with MSP files.
Okay, what if we do next time that patching? What about the MSP files? Again, they will replace with other files.
Yeah. Every time, see, not all files will be, see, sometimes, see, for example, we have CE27, right? In CE2017, they don't replace all the files, only few files they'll replace. Maybe in the next update, they might replace some other files. Are you getting the point? Don't think
Yeah,
that
yeah,
every
okay.
time they will replace all the MSA files into MSP files. No, only few files. This time there might be an issue with SQL Engine core. Only that file they will update and they will replace in the next update. Okay, so don't think all the files will be replaced at a time. If there is a need, they will replace. Otherwise, only few files will be replaced. Remaining files will be replaced in the next updates.
Okay, Shreya.
Okay, and maybe in the next updates they might add extra MSI files. Those MSI files may be replaced with some other patch. Okay, right.
Yeah, got it.
Questions, guys? Right. Okay. So now there are some scenarios you have to remove the patch. There are some scenarios you have to remove the patch. So in what and all scenarios we'll remove the patch. Okay. So first scenario is if the patching is partially successful. If the patching is partially successful, you have to remove the patch. If the patching is partially successful, you have to remove the patch. That is first scenario. Second scenario is application compatibility. Okay, application compatibility. So now we will inform to the business owner, right, our application team. Before patching, we'll update the application team. Hey, app team, we are updating so and so SQL server like that. We'll inform to the application team. What application team has to check, application team has to take the updates. Hey, DBA team, which updates you're applying? They will take the updates. They have to validate. Why? Because the version is going to be upgraded here. See, earlier it was 2000, now it was 4382. Sometimes the application, for example, Azure application is there. So who knows that Azure application can support up to 2000? Correct, guys? Are you getting the point? 15.0.2000.5 only they will support up to 2000. Applications also will have some compatibilities. It also don't support all the database versions. It will also support up to an extent. So who knows that application can support up to 2000.5, but you patched the SQL server, now the version is upgraded, so there might be a chance. Again, guys, this is just a chance. I'm not saying every time you'll get this. There might be chance. So after patching the SQL server, there is a chance that the application connectivity will be failed due to compatibility issues. Are you getting the point, guys? Are you getting the point? If the application is compatible with the latest updates, then the application will be up and running. If the application is not compatible with the latest update, then the application will be down. So what application team has to do? Whatever updates we're applying, they have to check whether that update is feasible with the application or not. So if they don't check it after patching, if the application is not compatible with the latest version, then it will create a problem. In that scenario, we have to remove the patch. Are you getting the point, guys? Is it clear, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in
That's
these
true.
two scenarios, one scenario is if the partially successful patching is partially successful, you have to remove the patch. And if any application compatibility is there, okay, in any application compatibility is there, then also we have to remove the patch. Okay, we have to remove the patch. We cannot directly remove the patch. If any application compatibility is there, oh, okay, you have application compatibility. Yeah, wait, I'll remove the patch. You cannot directly remove the patch. They will come to us, hey, DBA team, the application is not compatible with the latest pack. Can you please remove it, or can you please fix this issue? Like that, they'll come to us. Then we have to give an option to them. Hey, application team, check whether you have any updates from your application side. That application is also a software, right? Every software will have an update, right? So we have to ask them, do we have any updates to your application? Is there any chance that to upgrade your application to the latest versions? If they can upgrade their application, it might support the latest version of SQL Server. So if they said yes, we will try to update our application, then their matter ends. Once they updated their application, we can see that the connectivity issues and all will be gone. But if they said no, 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 we don't have any application updates from us as of now, so we have to remove the old patch. You have to uninstall the old patch. In that scenario, then you are good to remove the patch. In two scenarios, one is partially successful, the second one is application compatibility. In these two scenarios, you have to remove the patch, guys. How to remove the patch? Again, remove patching is also a downtime activity. Why? Because you have to restart the server before and after patching, after removing the patching. So it's always good to take the downtime approvals. It's mandatory to take the downtime approvals. Then you are good to proceed with the remove patching. Okay. So now how to remove the patching? So you have to go to control panel for that. So there is a shortcut for control panel, appwidget.cpl. What is the shortcut, guys? Appwidget.cpl. There is a shortcut for this control panel. Open the control panel, guys. Okay. Now here you can see view installed updates. Click on the view installed updates. Now you can see what and all updates we installed just now. See here 4382. We can see 4382. Okay, you can compare. Okay, this is the update we installed recently. So you can see 4382, 4382, 4382. So three times you can see 4382. From where we have to remove it? You can guess it.
64-bit, 64-bit.
Both we have 64-bit. This is also 64-bit. This is also 64-bit.
The below one, the version is showing
The
2000.
version, yeah.
This one,
The second one.
Second
this
one,
one.
4382.
No, second one.
Very good. Simply you have to remember the main component. See, this is browser. This is hotfix. This is this is VSS writer. Browser and VSS writer and SQL Server. Which one is very important component here?
SQL Server.
The middle one. Microsoft SQL Server is very important component. So if you remove from this Microsoft SQL Server, these are the dependent features. So the update will be removed from the dependencies also, from the dependent features also. If you remove from the beginning, you have to remove it for 3 times. Okay, guys. So that's why I remove from this. Just select the first middle one, Microsoft SQL Server 2019 64-bit. Double click on this, guys. Then again, you will get the same window. Right? So you can check, you can see any restart checks are there. Sometimes it will show you restart computer and also you can restart before removing, and then you can go to next and see here you are removing from both the default instance and the shared components. Okay, make sure you are removing from all the components. Make sure the components are selected. Go to next, and again it will check the files is in use. So let's wait, or you can simply skip it, no issues. Okay, next, and then finally see action is equal to remove patch, and see here earlier you see update button here, now you see remove button here. Just click on remove button, that's it. In this way you can remove the patch, guys.
notebook. Can I ask something?
Yeah, Abhilash, you can ask.
Actually, how does the application team check with the compatibility with the
They will
this service pipe?
maintain their own documentation, Abhilash. They will have their own documentation. They can see up to which version of SQL servers the application will support. Okay, so using their documentation, they are going to verify it whether it is compatible or not. Right, okay. So now see guys, so you can see all the components are successfully patched, okay? All the components, sorry. You remove the patching from all the SQL components, okay? Database engine, full text, replication, your browser service and your MS SQL writer also. So in this way you can remove the patch guys. In this way you can remove the patch. So this is how we can remove the patch. Once you remove the patch, you have to verify whether the patching is successfully removed or not. How to verify guys? How to verify what kind of changes you will see in case if the patching is removed? Guess it.
Version.
You can see
What?
word.
Build number.
Bill number will change.
Very good, guys. Okay, the bill number will be changed to its. For example, now I patched this SQL Server 2019 with the CU27, right? CU27 I patched. So if I remove this patch, will it goes to CU26 or it will goes to RTM? Guess it,
Go
guys.
to item.
RTM.
I want to see. I want to see how many of you understood this concept correctly. When I remove 2017, it will go back to CU26 or it will go to directly to the previous state, which is RTM.
RTM.
Go to
Previous.
RTM only.
Go to the RTM.
Pakka?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Sure?
Sure.
Pakka?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes. Okay, I'm refreshing now. See, which version it is?
Same the old version.
The previous state.
Previous
Okay,
version.
RTM. So always remember, if you remove the patch, it will go back to its previous state. Previous state means what? Before it is RTM. On top of RTM, you directly patch with the CU27. So if you remove CU27, it don't go to CU26. If you remove 26, it don't go to CU25. Nothing like that. It will directly go back to its previous state. For example, it's already patched with the CU26. Then again you patch with the CU27. Then if you remove CU27, then
Then go to C26.
correct. Always it will goes to the previous state. Remember, always it will goes to the previous state. Okay, if it is already patched with some updates, and if you again applied the updates, the recent updates, it will go back to its previous state. For example, RTM, on top of RTM you applied with the CU15, on top of CU15 you applied CU27. Now when you remove CU27, it will go back to its previous state, which is CU15. If you remove CU15, it will go back to its previous state, which is RTM. Clear, guys? Are we good? Questions, doubts? Any questions, guys?
No, no, Shanmugh.
Okay, so this is how we'll patch, and we are going to remove the patch, okay, from the SQL Server, guys. Okay, so if you have any questions, just let me know. Otherwise, what we can do, patch, okay. Right, okay, take a break, come back after 15 minutes, guys. We'll discuss the other topics, okay? Yeah, I'll be back after 15 minutes.
Shanmugh, at a time we can patch many instances.
At a time we can patch?
Many
How many?
instances, or
How
only
many?
one?
No, at a time we
Uh,
can patch multiple instances.
Okay, okay. Yeah.
At a time we can patch multiple instances. Even I shown you also how to patch multiple instances at a time. You have to simply select the instances. That's it. How many instances are eligible instances? So you have to simply select that eligible instances. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be back after 15 minutes, guys.
Shanmukhi,
Yeah, Rajgopal, tell me.
about the patching, we have a number of servers, right?
N number of?
I mean, we have a number of servers for the patching.
Right, yes.
Okay, for each patching, we will take approx 3 hours or 4 hours time.
Is it?
But if you take to the, I mean, if you have 100 servers or 150 servers at a time to patch these servers, is there any tool to connect at a time? I mean, is there any using like PowerShell or any?
So that's what. See, if you are doing manually, you have to plan it weekly. If you want to generally
Okay,
no one,
weekly.
yes, if you are doing
Okay.
manually, like how we did now. But if you want to go for automation, generally no one is going to patch 100 servers at a time. That is very risky. If something goes
Okay.
wrong, okay, so all the 100
Mm.
servers will be impacted. So the whole organization will be down. The multiple application will be impacted. So
Okay.
they might patch.
Mostly manual will be preferred here.
Yes. Patching
Okay.
90% they will prefer manual only. We have to check it and we have to patch it manually. So in case if they
Okay,
want to
okay.
go for automation, maybe 10 servers, they might patch using the PowerShell, not all 100 servers, 200 servers. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'll be back after 15 minutes, guys.